baby.
GDK.
The drama brewing in the hip-hop world just took a dangerous turn, and at the center of it all is Christian King Combs, son of legendary music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. What started as an attempt by King to build his reputation in the music industry has turned into a nightmare, with Chicago's notorious gangster disciples and their rival faction, the Gangster Disciple Killers, now allegedly targeting him. This story dives deep into the dangerous intersection of fame, street politics, and the high-stakes world of Chicago gangs. Here's everything we know, including the real-life consequences King Combs now faces.
So I look on the internet and I see Puff Daddy's son come out with GDK.
Christian King Combs was born into privilege as the son of Diddy, one of the wealthiest figures in hip-hop. From private jets to multi-million-dollar mansions, King's life has been the epitome of luxury. Yet, like many children of celebrities, he spent his adult years trying to carve out an identity separate from his father's massive shadow. At just 25, King Combs has already made waves as a rapper and model. He's worked with big names in the industry, signed endorsement deals, and dropped music that's gained him a dedicated following. But in his quest to stand out, King may have crossed into dangerous territory, aligning himself, intentionally or not, with gang culture.
Why would you even try to involve yourself into a GDK movement or anything, gang? You was born famous and rich and famous. Like, what are you doing?
The drama began when a video surfaced online showing King Combs flashing GDK hand signs and shouting out the Gangster Disciple Killers, a rival faction of Chicago's gangster disciples. For context, the GDs are one of Chicago's most feared gangs, with a reputation for violence, extortion, and deep ties to street life. The GDK movement is shorthand for their opposition and has its own share of infamy in the gang world. The video immediately went viral, drawing outrage and concern from fans, critics, and those deeply embedded in the Chicago streets. The question on everyone's mind: why is the son of a billionaire mogul engaging in gang culture?
King Combs, and the crazy part is, somebody called me and asked me, with you on the phone? You forgot we was on the phone?
Among the loudest critics was Chicago rap veteran King Yella. In a scathing video that quickly went viral, Yella addressed King Combs directly. "You're Puff Daddy's son, bro," Yella said. "You were born into money. Why you out here acting like you're from the block?" Yella's frustration was palpable. He couldn't understand why someone with all the resources in the world would willingly involve themselves in street politics. "These Chicago gangs ain't for play," Yella warned. "You're messing with something that could get you hurt." Yella also offered advice, urging King to stick to his lane and focus on what he knows best: music and his privileged life. "Drill music and gang life aren't for you," Yella said, making it clear that King was playing a dangerous game.
Should you do drill music? I said, bro, why would you do drill music? You don't even come from the streets. You don't come from none of that. Y'all do anything, y'all industry people do anything to try to be cool, bro.
In addition to flashing GDK signs, King Combs further fanned the flames by releasing a diss track aimed at 50 Cent, in which he claimed connections to Chicago's South Side. For many, this was the tipping point. It wasn't just a rich kid pretending to be tough, it was a blatant disrespect to the harsh realities of gang life. Social media lit up with reactions. On Twitter, one user commented, "Screaming GDK while living in a mansion? That's a death wish." Another wrote, "Why do these rich kids think they have to be tough? You have everything. Why throw it away?"
You was famous, been a Bruford all your life, not from the streets, come from a rich daddy that's fighting a bunch of sexual and crazy stuff right now.
To understand the gravity of King Combs' actions, you have to grasp what GDK represents. The Gangster Disciples are one of Chicago's oldest and most powerful gangs, with a history of violence, drug trafficking, and territorial wars. By shouting out GDK, King wasn't just aligning himself with a group. He was declaring an allegiance in a deeply dangerous and violent conflict. This isn't the kind of attention anyone, let alone the son of a billionaire, should want. Street credibility might seem appealing to someone trying to make a name for themselves in hip-hop, but in the real world, it comes with consequences.
Don't let them GDs get up with you, dude. I just saw you. Then I just see you at the Lovers and Friends concert. You took a picture with me. Why you ain't tell me to my face you GDK?
Social media quickly became a battleground. A TikTok video showing King's GDK shoutout garnered millions of views, with users dissecting every frame. One viral comment read, "From the south side of Chicago to Beverly Hills, this dude has no idea what he's getting into."
They was really trying to figure it out, and I always would just say, because that's what I want to do, that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
And I've stuck to that my whole life.
Meanwhile, Instagram was ablaze with memes mocking King's attempt to connect with gang culture. One popular post juxtaposed his GDK hand signs with images of him vacationing in the Maldives, captioned, "Gangsta life, but make it luxury." Even YouTube commentators weighed in, with many agreeing that King's actions were a recipe for disaster.
Just be careful what you do and what you put out in this universe. This is just weird to me, gang. Like, God bless you, man.
It's worth noting that this controversy comes at a particularly bad time for the Combs family. Diddy is currently facing multiple allegations and lawsuits that have already tarnished his reputation. From accusations of abuse to financial disputes, the mogul is in the headlines for all the wrong reasons.
It's not a good time while your daddy fighting all these allegations and crazy stuff he got going on with him right now.
King's reckless actions only add fuel to the fire, dragging the family name deeper into controversy. Many have speculated that Diddy is too consumed with his own legal battles to intervene, leaving King to navigate this mess on his own.
I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur and a rapper since I was like 4 years old. It was crazy because that was the first thought and first thing I wanted to be.
While online memes and comments may seem like harmless fun, the stakes in this situation are anything but. Chicago's gang culture is unforgiving, and disrespect, even unintentional, can have fatal consequences. By shouting out GDK, King Combs has drawn attention from people who won't hesitate to make an example out of him. Realizing the backlash his actions had sparked, King Combs attempted to backpedal. In a now deleted Instagram post, he wrote, "I'm not affiliated with any gangs." But for many, it was too little, too late. The damage had been done, and the attention he attracted wasn't something that could be erased with a single post.
Queen Combs, man. You famous, been a Bruford all your life, not from the streets.
King Yella wasn't convinced either. In another video, he doubled down on his criticism, calling King out for even entertaining the idea of aligning with gang culture. "You don't come from this life. Stop acting like you do," Yella said bluntly. The question now is whether King Combs can walk back his actions before it's too late. He's already drawn the attention of people who take these matters seriously, and stepping into their world, even accidentally, can have devastating consequences. King Yella's advice to stay in his lane couldn't be more relevant, but whether King will listen remains to be seen.
Never no other profession, a doctor, a fireman, or anything. I always wanted to be a rapper. And I always would tell my dad that, tell my mom, and they would be surprised that I would actually choose to do that.
As the controversy continues to unfold, all eyes are on King Combs to see how he navigates this delicate situation. Will he heed the warnings and focus on his music career, or will he double down on his attempts to gain street credibility? One thing is certain, the stakes couldn't be higher. With his actions under a microscope, King's next move could determine not only his reputation, but also his safety. What's your take on this situation? Is King Combs just a young artist making misguided decisions, or is he playing with fire in a way that could have real consequences? Should Diddy step in, or has the damage already been done? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let us know how you feel about this explosive situation. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more updates on the latest celebrity drama, hip-hop controversies, and insider scoops. Stay tuned. This is one story that's far from over.